Alright, I was out driving around and came by this old DP&L station. I wanted to stop and film this because I actually used to work here many moons ago. I actually didn't work at DP&L. I worked in the building when they were doing some really intense work involving asbestos removal and pipe insulation. There was all kinds of work being done here, a lot of construction work involving a lot of different workers, and I was a laborer, basically, working with the pipe fitters and sometimes with the asbestos removal people. And I'll never forget working here. It was one of my earliest jobs upon finishing high school, and I remember as I walked by here, I remember how much I hated this job. Oh my gosh, it was the dirtiest, longest day involving job with people that, even though there were some that I kind of liked and they were interesting, most of them I couldn't stand even being around them. My boss was a prick, as my bosses usually were back in the days of having to have these kinds of jobs. But I remember when I was working here, I, of course, was dreaming about attending the Lee Strasberg Theater and Film Institute in New York. Finally was able to do that. And as I walk around this area, I think about that. And I'm very thankful. I'm also really thankful in other ways. I ended up doing some things with my life that I really never would have anticipated. Like being a philosophy professor, for example. I never thought that I would be doing that. I liked philosophy. I've liked it from an early age. But I never would have thought that I would be doing with it what I ended up doing with it. Pursuing a PhD, higher level education within the subject. And so I really, really just consider how lucky, really how blessed I am that things turned out the way they did. I can so remember, it's like going back in time, I can remember so well coming here day after day, so early in the morning, before the sun was out, before there was any light in the sky, and working right in there. At this, the old Chautauqua DP&L plant. I don't know if I mentioned that. It's worth mentioning. And there it is. I also remember, look at those stacks there. I'm not sure which stack it was. This was about the time that I quit. I was told to go up there with a few other guys, very top, and we were supposed to stretch out some plastic from, around the perimeter. And we had no safety belts on. We were on this platform that was really felt weak, and no guardrail that I remember. And we were having to stretch ourselves precariously across the platform to the other side so the plastic could be connected to where it needed to be connected. And I said, look, I'm not doing this. I'm getting out. I'm getting out of here. I said, I'm doing this for extra money, and the money was very good. A lot of overtime and double overtime and things like that. But I thought I'm not dying for this. There's no way. And so I told them I wasn't going to do this. And the job ended shortly thereafter. I actually ended up coming back here. There were about 3 or 4 different jobs involved with this plant. I'm just speaking of one of the earlier ones, but several months later there was another job assignment involving other workers, and I actually ended up coming back, but only with the agreement that I was not going to be engaging in any kind of life-threatening activities. Anyway, this is, like I said, this is part 1. I'm going to go around to the other side where we used to park upon arriving to work. But this is a really good view right here of the plant. I'm using my phone. I have another camera that I use for acting that I could use for zooming. I wish I could do that, but I forgot that camera, so this one will have to do. There's the old security booth. I don't know. I wonder if this is entirely vacant. Are there actually people in this place? Is it occupied at all? It looks to me totally dead. Anyway, wow, what memories. What memories. It's like being in a time machine coming here. One of my earlier jobs as a younger man. I'll never forget it.